So is the breakout real? That's the question everybody's asking. And we had $2 billion in net inflows of the Bitcoin ETF yesterday in America. You had the Australian Bitcoin ETF launched today. And then the Chinese, the Hong Kong ETF yesterday had the largest amount of inflows since launching. Says Bitcoin ETFs yesterday, 880 million. That was the second biggest day of inflows since launching. Wave 1 ETF took 37K to 73K. Wave 2 of inflows is just getting started. Look at that green girthy candle right there. That's some bullish news. What else did I have? VanEck CEO predicts Bitcoin to reach half the market cap of gold. So if gold's market cap is 12 trillion, that would put Bitcoin's market cap at 6 trillion and therefore hence putting the price up about 6 times from where we're at today. 6 times 70,000, which I think we're at about 71 right now. That puts Bitcoin at about 420,000. Good old VanEck CEO. And here's an interesting chart. NVIDIA versus Bitcoin and gold. Great music in the background there. Why would you buy gold? Why would you buy gold? Look at this. Since 2020, NVIDIA and Bitcoin. Wow, looks like Bitcoin is smoking the biggest tech company in the world, leading the entire NASDAQ. Let's see. Do they cross? Who wins? Bitcoin or NVIDIA? Gold is sure not doing anything here. And this video needs to go a little bit faster. Can we make it go faster? Yes, we can. Let's go at, there we go. Just a little bit faster. Oh, look, NVIDIA took over Bitcoin. Oh, no, Bitcoin's winning now. Oh, NVIDIA's winning. NVIDIA taking the lead there. Oh, Bitcoin coming back. Oh, look, NVIDIA in the lead. So who is going to be the big winner here this year? My bet's on Bitcoin, that's for sure. Needless to say, jumping into Bitcoin price action. Do we have any other news? Do we have any other news here that I wanted to talk about? Franklin Templeton CEO says the Bitcoin ETF adoption says this is really just the first wave of early adopters. The next wave is going to be much, much bigger. Yeah, I tend to agree. Why? Well, nobody even knows about Bitcoin still. Nobody even knows anything. I mean, literally, if you talk to your friends or family about Bitcoin, it is like a big, big, silly joke. Why isn't the sound playing? Why isn't the sound? Oh, there it is. Let's see what she says.
Feeling about things, nearly halfway through the year.
No, I mean, on the spot Bitcoin ETF, we're feeling really good about it, actually. We are the lowest provider in the market, and, I think we've been happy with the growth.
And so what's next? Are you looking to capture more market share or optimize for the clients?
100%. We're hoping that people will be fee sensitive and we'll capture more market share. And as people become more interested in the space, you have a lot of firms that are a little bit in a way.
Needless to say, when you get the Franklin Templeton CEO coming out and saying, we like our Bitcoin, yeah, things are going good. I guess that is the epitome of health and fitness for the Bitcoin market. And is the breakout real? Well, I would lean back towards, and that's the question I'm getting from everybody. Is this real? Is this happening? This is how you know it's going to happen. The 5-day volatility, I'm going to lean towards above 15%. If we can get this little blue line to come up here, right there, alongside this metric right here, the stochastic remains to the upside, which it will remain to the upside. This is getting quite vertical here. And we are rejecting getting out of the bearish control zone, back in the bullish control zone. So definitely want to keep our eyes upon this. And also we want to keep an eye for any bearish divergence, which I don't see any at the moment. So all is looking good for some liftoff in the general direction of up and to the right for Bitcoin. But again, when will I say the move is real? Well, BBWP above 15% on the 5-day time frame, alongside the stochastic cross to the upside, which will remain crossed up as long as we're above 61,734. Very, very good. Looking on the shorter term time frames, you might be saying, okay, well, I missed this breakout here. Question is, are we going to come back and retest that 69,000 level? And for that, well, I think it's a good time to feast our eyes back on to the BBWP. So as volatility is increasing here on the hourly time frame, we're putting in another, higher high, higher low. Yeah, as long as we're above this pivot now, I would expect, gradually grinding its way onwards and upwards. Momentum's crossed to the upside. The 2 hour, however, is crossing down, needs to get back above 71,660. So potential warning there. And the 4 hour is going to cross down below 71,313. Are we in the critical zone is the question. Not quite. So if we can just get this a little bit higher, we need this next 4 hour candle to pump. We don't want to take out that wick right here at 70,500. But if we can do that, I would imagine, Bitcoin glides its way onwards and upwards. Today is Wednesday. It is hump day. It is turnaround. Turnaround Tuesday was yesterday. It was supposed to be a down day, but threw it up to the upside for a nice little rally yesterday. So 2 things to keep our eyes on. The net inflows, if we continue to see net inflows into the ETF, that's going to be bullish. Stock market, also looking bullish. And as we did say, ultimate target for this baby is 20,000 bucks. S&P is going to be 5,500. And the Dow Jones coming in at 40,000 bucks this year. The VIX is down. The dollar is in a nice downtrend on the daily time frame, on the 4 hour time frame. We want to see the dollar basically get back below 103 and expect to move back to the bottom of the range there. That would look good for bullish for all the risk on assets there. Should we mention anything else here today? Going over a few of the coins that are getting a little bit of sunshine here. Mr. Stacks. Stacks is kind of the beta, the higher beta play on Bitcoin. Likely to, getting a pretty good buy signal on the day, and kind of next target here at about $3. Especially if we can close above 250. Okay, on the day for Mr. Stacks. And you can see coming back from this pivot right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 drives. That should get us a shot much, much higher. As a matter of fact, I think I might want to join the Stacks party right now. Even on the hourly, looks like a bit of continuation play there as well. Does it just get straight liftoff? Is volatility maxed out yet? Where did my BBWP go? I must have deleted it on accident. So Stacks putting in a nice green candle to the upside, and are the higher term time frames going to take over? Is there any major liquidity spots right here? Probably pushes a little bit more, but any kind of a higher low around $2 is probably going to be a major buying opportunity if price does want to come back down. Doesn't look like it is at the moment. Casper, another one we talked about, just making a new all-time high. Casper is coming out with their new KRC20 token, and apparently this is Ethereum on steroids, and does faster, kind of faster contract, faster transactions, et cetera, et cetera. And if this one can just simply base out along this trend line and hold, then, likely going to lift off a bit more. Let's check in on Bonk. Bonk was the #1 meme. Does look like it seems like, oh, look at Penguin. Penguin, another meme, you know, just putting in another higher low. Super, the gaming token, which seems to be waking up here. Super, another one I do like, and suspect, as long as we don't take out this low, that we make a run at the highs here. Let's see. Degen is another one I want to point out. It's the meme coin on TON. You can see we had a bit of a deviation below the bottom side of the range here. You know, call it right here. And now, what is likely to happen? Well, I'd say at a minimum, we get a run up at the 618, which is coming in right here at about 0.039 cents. Putting it in perspective, that's a 60% gainer. So not bad there. Not bad at all. Any other trades to be? Oh, let's check in on Ethereum, Bitcoin. Okay, making a higher low right where we suspect. The ETH trade. So what am I looking at on ETH? Any kind of a buying opportunity at these levels. Here's the 382, the 0.5, and the 618. You know, you've heard of those grid strategies where you can always layer some orders in and expect, you know, this to be the final last of the Mohicans right here at the 786 fib. And as long as we don't close back below, you know, 3,000 bucks, well, it's likely to probably make a run at the highs and then some new all-time highs. Okay, checking out the real-world asset narrative. Ondo's been one of the top performers in that narrative. It's just been sideways and up for a very long time. Chainlink. Let's check. Another one that looks good, guys, is Rune here. Even on the daily, basing out on the white 200 simple. This one, you know, very, very likely, you know, does continue the momentum to the upside. We're just about to print a buy signal. All the moving averages are scrunched up. It might take a little more time here, but, you know, this one very likely makes some new all-time highs before the end of the year, which would be from where we're at today. 76% higher than we're at today. Sui, another one, I think a little gold rock in the dust here. Gold rock in the dust. By the way, if you want to check out our Discord, we are posting out some trade signals, and you can join a community of traders. There's a link in the description below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're enjoying some of the content. We got Cass done, Tau, the AI coin, breaking the downtrend on the daily. Let's see. Are we breaking the downtrend on the daily is the question. Not yet, but. I would suspect a run at this. Depends on how you draw it, guys. Depends on how you draw it, but this potentially isn't lining up very good. But close enough is close enough. If we can get back above this level right here, I'd say at 445. Wow, imagine this thing was all the way up almost at 800 bucks. Back above 445 is going to look good for some continuation to the upside. The last one I wanted to bring up from the real-world asset narrative, and apparently there's some kind of a speech going on today in Congress where they're, you know, don't quote me on that if it's Congress or whoever it is. Somebody's giving a speech on real-world assets. Oh yeah, June 10th. June 10th. Is it June 10th? So in 5 days, we're going to have some kind of an Apple conference announcement, et cetera, et cetera. Link trade still looking good here. Still looking good. This was on the 3-hour time frame, and you know, sometimes you get into the red zone a little bit, maybe a little bit below the red zone, but ultimately, I do think this one will hit with TP1 already getting hit TP2 almost got hit. TP3 is going to be a stretch, but this is the real world asset narrative that we're living in. And remind you, you know, Chainlink got all the way up to what? $22 at the recent high, and all year long we've been talking about Chainlink coming up to $28. So wouldn't be far-fetched to see it head up to about $19. I think I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you have a blessed and highly favored day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.